Jesse Granger with the Las Vegas Sun, coach. Every time Winnipeg scores, you seem to have an answer. You've been on a lot of benches. Is the feeling on this bench when you get scored on different? And then why is it, do you think, that you guys are able to respond every time?
Well, I think guys get disappointed getting scored on, and Nosek was the guy that took the penalty and they scored, and then he comes out the very next shift and scores the goal right back. So I mean, it's a little coincidental, obviously, but it's working out for us well, and the guys are competing hard and battling hard.
On the right side, third row.
Ken Volke, Vegas. What is it about your team that makes it so that you can jump on the opportunities that are presented, or are you creating those opportunities?
No, I think we're taking advantage of some opportunities, obviously, and like I said again tonight, I thought both goaltenders are real good. They competed and they battled hard, and fortunately for us, Riley Smith makes an unbelievable shot with the winning goal coming late in the game. But Fleury had to be real good in the third period, and he made some unbelievable saves again tonight for us.
Left side, second row, JP.
Turk, John Morosi, NHL Network. What were the thought processes on why Nosek played tonight, why you had him in the lineup, and how closely did he match the game that you wanted him to play?
Nosek played the last game also, but Nosek's a defensive player who does a real good job in our penalty kill, and he's a real reliable player. So, when I put him in there, I like the way he plays all season long. And again, it's nothing about the players that we took out tonight that we don't like nothing about them. It's just trying to make that right lineup, and like I said, so far it's working for us. He's playing well.
Third row on the left, Shang.
Shang Pang, Hockey Buzz. After the TV timeout in the middle of the third period, you guys were able to take control of the game again. And so what happened on the ice that you guys were able to close out the last 10 minutes?
It's the exact same thing that happened in the last game here when they had 7 or 8 minutes of big-time pressure on us. And we talk about playing fast in all zones, and you have to play fast in your D zone. If you're going to let them get to those loose pucks, then they're going to continue the pressure on us, and that's what happened. We started staying back, and we started, jamming the front of the net up, and then when you let teams cycle like they cycle, and they're big, strong guys, you're going to be in trouble. So it looked like we were a little bit tired again, and I think we had 2 or 3 shifts there where it was really tough in our zone because the guys had extended shifts because we didn't get out of our zone. But the bottom line was when we take those penalties in the second and third period, the 3 in the second and 1 in the third period, it really takes us away from our flow of our game.
Right side, second row.
Gerard Gallant from RDS in Montreal. You used the word coincidental for the goal of Nosek, but you're the one who put him on the ice right back. What was in your mindset when you took that decision, and are you the kind of guy to keep the guy on the bench or go again and prove us wrong?
Yeah, well, they put their so-called fourth line on the ice, and you know what? When a guy makes a mistake, you want to get him out there as soon as you can. And that's what we've done all season long. And Nosh is a type of kid. He's felt worse than anybody else when that goal in the back of the net. So, fortunately for him, everything worked out. And sometimes your judgment works out for you sometimes, and sometimes it goes the other way. If they would have scored right again, I'm sure you'd be asking me a different question. But it was fortunate for him.
I would still ask you why.
Left side, first row.
Coach John Castanino with UNLV. Late in the third period, it's a 2-2 game. Just describe the chatter on the bench. Is there any tension at all with this team? I mean, are they having fun and just the crowd?
No, there was no fun. There was no fun when it was when we scored that goal. And like I said, I thought we buckled down again. Didn't give many chances when when they pulled their goaltender, and we battled hard. I mean, it's all about having confidence in yourself and doing the job at the end of a hockey game. And I think our group, when we throw them over the boards, they feel comfortable and they feel confident and do the job the best they can.
And then how big is the crowd in that scenario?
The crowd's real big, but I mean, again, for me, we're trying to change lines, and the crowd's cheering. You can barely hear each other, so we're trying to tap guys, and we're trying to settle guys down. Make sure you're ready for your next shift. Make sure you know who you got, and that's what coaching is, and communicating with your guys.
Back right, standing
Coach
up.
Ron Futrell, 8 Sports. Now, I know this is a predictable question and answer, but what do you expect from Winnipeg Sunday, 12 noon up there?
Well, it's going to be a battle. I mean, like you said, they're a very, very good hockey team, and they're going back to their building with their backs against the wall, and they're going to come out and give you the best game. They're going to play hard, they're going to work hard, and that's what we expect, and we got to make sure we're ready for that, because, like I said, no team's going to go out quietly this time of the year.
On the left side, second row.
Coach, Matt Rybaltowski with Forbes. Have you ever been in a situation in your career where you've been up 3-1 in a series where that could kind of guide your mentality heading into Sunday?
In the NHL, I can't think of it. I can't really think of it right now, to be honest with you. It's happened before in my career somewhere as a player, but I got no recollection of that right now.
Left side, third row.
Dave Shane, Las Vegas Review Journal.
more generic question, but just you guys are one win away from playing for a Stanley Cup. Just what is your general reaction, I guess, to?
Well, no, you know, it's a boring answer again, but, you know,
Boring
we take
question.
it one game at a time. I mean, that's what we've done all season. That's what we're not going to change a thing. I mean, we know it's going to be a battle, and you might say it's only one win away, but it's against a real good hockey team that's going to battle and compete. They got character people over there, and we know it's going to be a battle. The next game's going to be a battle, and we'll have to play our best game to win it.
We'll do two more front right.
Coach Alan Snell here with LVSportsBiz.com. Second game in a row, Winnipeg responded with intense pressure third period. What is the game plan? What is your message to the team to somehow respond to that? I mean, it was literally 5, 7, 10.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's
on
the same thing that happens, and believe me, the message is the same all the time. Let's start to play, we got to play confident, we got to play quick in the D zone. I mean, if you're going to let them cycle like they cycled, that's what's going to happen. And then I think 2 shifts in a row, we couldn't get guys off the ice. They were on the ice for a minute and a half, 2 minutes, and that's when people make mistakes, and we got to do a better job of it. But again, it didn't last that long, and Fleury bailed us out at the right time for that, and then we started to play better hockey after that.
Last question, third row on the left, Shane.
I know you've been asked a lot about Marchie so far in this series, but can you talk about in the last 6 minutes of the game, you put him out there for 6 shifts, and that speaks so much to just his evolution as a player, evolution of as a two-way player. So can you just speak to that?
Yeah, no, I mean, we talked about it early in the season. Marchie was, I think, a -30 player last year, you know, before we got him, and we talked to all our players about playing a complete two-way game, and there was no reason that the way Marchie played all season long, and his plus-minus was real high, one of the highest in the league. He's done a job. Like, he made believers out of everybody, and that's his game. It's changed. He's very competitive, and he wants to be out there, and when he plays the way he plays, he's going to be out there.
Thank you, Coach.